Why are you alive? Have you asked yourself that question? Why are you existent? Why are you on earth? Why were you born? What is the essence of your life? What meaning does your life make on earth? Until you begin to ask these questions, you would live wastefully. You will live in such a way that you will not be of benefit to life in general, will not be of benefit to people, basically. And one way of knowing whether you are somebody that actually has a true and strong sense of the essence of life is how you make use of your time. If you actually want to know whether you have a good value of life, then check out how you use your time. The way you use your time gives a clear sight about how you value your life. A person of purpose have come to understand something. He understands that every moment of his life counts, and he does everything possible to make sure that every moment is meaningful, is utilized, is employed in his pursuit of fulfilling what he had come to believe is his purpose. But a person who has no sense of purpose whatsoever, anything goes. He wastes his life doing things that are meaningless, doing things that are unproductive. You see that person engaging in every and any kind of thing at all. But a person of purpose is streamlined in his activities. He's very, very careful what he does. He doesn't just go everywhere. He doesn't just accept every invitation. He doesn't just engage in everything, in every activity. He's set apart. Actually, I believe that when you discover your purpose actually confers on you a sense of holiness. It separates you. It makes you uncommon. You now begin to understand that it's not everything you must put yourself into. It's not everything you must get engaged in. It's not every thing you must get yourself involved in. That is what purpose helps you do. It helps you, bring about the value of your true self. When you see a man of purpose, he is very stingy with his time. His time is his greatest resource ever. I mean, his greatest wealth. Actually, a man of purpose does not count wealth by how much he has in the account, his bank account, or what he possesses. Jesus said something. He said, a man's life does not consist by what he possesses, what he has in possession. So, if that's the case, what then does a man's life consist of? Ecclesiastes gives us an insight into that. Solomon wrote, he said that the whole duty of a man is to fear God and to what? Serve him, to do his purpose. That is the whole duty of a man. What is the purpose of God for your life? That's the question. That is a question that a man who is seeking for purpose, who is seeking for the true purpose for which he was brought into this world, must ask. See, every single individual that is brought into this world has a purpose to fulfill. Listen, when God made Adam, before actually he made Adam, he said, let us make man in our image, in our likeness, that he may have dominion over the earth, over all things that are on the earth, the creeping things, the things that fly, whether in the waters or on land, in the air, wherever and everywhere. Let him have dominion over all things that have been made. That was the purpose for which humanity, man was created. And you and I fall into that same category. So your question should be, what is it that I was born to fulfill? God had an intention in his mind when he brought about or conceived the thought of bringing you into this world. And if you've not yet discovered that, and if you've not yet begun to live in that realm, in that realization, in that understanding, in that light, you are a failure. Actually, your breathing is a waste. I mean, you're wasting oxygen, you're wasting resources. Actually, you don't deserve to live. Sorry to say that, but that's the truth. Somebody said, you will not begin living until you find what you are ready to die for, what you're ready to give your life for. That's when you actually have begun to live. What is it that you are ready right now? They say, this thing, you have to stop doing this thing. But you say, if I stop doing this thing, I'm going to die. I'm ready to die than to stop doing this thing. That is your purpose. The purpose actually comes with passion, with strong passion. So they say Jesus could die for what he believed, for his purpose. That's why you saw the apostles, when they caught the purpose, they could die, they could lay their heads down. A man of purpose dies for his purpose if there is a need for that. Whether he is killed or not, he actually dies for his purpose. Are you getting what I'm saying? Even if he's not killed, even if he's not martyred for his purpose, he gives his entire lifetime, his efforts, his resources and all to the fulfilling of that stuff. He actually gives his life completely. He dies to that purpose. Jesus made a statement. He said that until a seed falls to the ground and sprouts and grows and bears fruit, it remains alone, it remains useless. Its potentials are still locked in within it, but it has to fall into the ground and die for its potential to come forth. until something is killing you. I mean, in the positive sense of it, until you find out that thing that you're ready to give your life for. You've not died yet. You've not died actually the proper death you're supposed to die. You need to die for you to begin to live meaningfully. Actually, living meaningfully is the true death, is the proper death you must die. See, the day you close your eyes in death, the day your body shuts down, may that day be that, may that day come to you with the assurance of the fact that you've done all that you're supposed to do, and you know that you've accomplished every single thing that your spirit knows that you ought to do on earth. That's why Jesus, when he was hanging on the tree, he was bold enough to say, "It is finished." At one point in time, Paul said, "I have have run the race, have kept the faith, I've fought the good fight, I've finished my course." You need to be able to make that statement at the point of your death, or else you will die in regrets. You will die and open your eyes in eternity to the realization of the things that you could have done and how powerful they would have been for your benefit and for the benefit of the world and for the good of eternity. But because you didn't give your life to it, eternity would actually become a place of mourning and regrets and all that. I don't wish you that. I don't want you to live such a life. You must live a full life here, so that eternity will welcome you with all their hands, with the whole hands wide open. Live purposefully, live meaningfully.